it was a little bit frantic moment. So, I had to rush from work to come over here, of course, so I'm just glad my daughter's okay because as you can see, it was only just a couple of feet of actually where she was at.
3 occupants were observed in the vehicle. One of the occupants was taken into custody without incident. One of the suspects fled towards a Walmart. The other suspect attempted to steal a vehicle from an owner forcibly, at which point our officers, one of our officers discharged his firearm, and both the suspect and the officer were treated at the hospital.
I'm Patrick Quinn outside of Atlanta's Amtrak station. This is right between Buckhead and Midtown. Right now it's closed. It's closed for most of middays, for there just aren't a lot of trains that come through this station, but Amtrak wants to change that, building a new facility in downtown Atlanta. Amtrak in its latest 2025 grant report is calling for $29.9 million for its Atlanta Hub initiative. The federal dollars would cover design, pre-construction costs, acquiring property in downtown Atlanta. Now, Amtrak doesn't say where exactly they want the hub to be, but in a 2022 City Council resolution, the city signed on to support development in Centennial Yards near the downtown stadiums. In its grant report, Amtrak said the new hub could better connect Atlanta to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. And these 10 cities, Macon, Savannah, Chattanooga, Nashville, Memphis, Greenville, Charlotte, Birmingham, Meridian, and New Orleans.
Many of our residents here, not only just in the city of Atlanta, but across the Atlanta region, rely on connectivity with these sister cities for commerce, for financial transactions.
Now, it's very early stages of this potential project. We reached out to Amtrak to get a better sense of the timetable and also where exactly this new station could go. They did not get back to us this evening. From the current Amtrak station near Buckhead, Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News First.
So this certainly could be a game changer in how people use the transportation, as Patrick was pointing out, and all the different cities impacted. This certainly could have a significant impact on this region and just add to the feather in the cap that Atlanta has when it comes to transportation. Another big story we'll be watching, we're already watching today, but watching this weekend is going to be the weather. It's certainly warm out there, and it's going to be impacting all of us, whether you're celebrating Father's Day or just getting out and trying to work out. It's really going to be heated out there, and I want to bring in Meteorologist Cutter Martin, who is tracking all of this and what we can expect here.
Yeah, it's going to be toasty. Near record breaking.
Near record breaking.
Yeah,
what is the record?
I did
have your mic up, right, Cutter?
You should be good. Let's see. We are up. Yeah, we're Gucci. Record is like 98, and we're forecasting, about 98. So
okay, we're there.
I would hate to say the proverbial coin cost. The kind of we're just going to give it up to who knows. They're us meteorologists, but it does look very, very hot.
Yeah. Well, and some people are already saying What are we going to do in August?
I think I heard you say that earlier.
I definitely said that.
So there's a little bit of positivity here. There isn't much correlation per se versus one heat wave early in the season versus what August shapes up to be. However, the thing is, we do have a pretty stagnant weather pattern developing. Hot for us. Hopefully, it's not around in August.
But August is supposed to be hot. So.
August is supposed to be hot, and it's weird though. Different parts of the country see their hottest temperatures different parts of the year, and ours, I believe, tends to, on average, be hottest in July.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they say.
That's what you're the scientist in all this.
Yeah, we try to be at least, right? but no, it's going to be pretty toasty this weekend. High temperatures back in the upper 90s. 10 near 100. Good weekend. Hit the pool, hit the lake.
That is the place to be. Well, I'll let you take on over and you kind of break down what people can expect this weekend.
Alrighty, sounds good. And again, we are tracking hotter weather on the way over the next 3 to 5 days. Some subtle changes in the forecast as we get into next week. We're going to take the edge off of the heat, so to speak. Only way I know how to say it. It's still going to be hot out there. However, not as hot. We're going to get away from the near record-breaking heat, or maybe we will break a record. Possibility is there, but we will see conditions improve just a little bit as we get into next week. Talking with Ellie here, digital producer Ellie. Would you mind, do you have the camera open on your end? It's not letting me log in over here. Would you mind going to my shot 10 or preset 10? For some reason, it's not letting me over here. And we're getting that moved over for you. Want to give you that, talk more about that beautiful live look outside right now. It is absolutely stunning, and gorgeous weather continues. Okay, it was open, my bad. But gorgeous weather outside. You're taking a live look from West Midtown near Atlantic Station, looking back towards Midtown. The glow of the setting sun is there in the background, and it is absolutely stunning across North Georgia and Metro Atlanta. Again, thank you for tuning in and for watching. I'm Atlanta News First Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin here with a check of your First Alert forecast, and we will start with what's going on outside right now because it is mighty, mighty warm. Temperature still in the 90s in many areas, so do keep that in mind. Just because it's later in the day does not mean we are done with the heat. And I do think that while this evening will be just a little bit cooler, it's not going to be cool by any means. Outside right now, temperature-wise, latest update, 92 degrees still at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Now, what difference is there between yesterday at this time and right now? 5 degrees warmer at the moment. So the warming trend has begun, well underway. You know, we've known that for a couple days now, and we are tracking more heat on the way. And I think by the time we look at this tomorrow evening, temperatures will probably be 3, 4, 5 degrees warmer tomorrow evening at this time versus what they are right now. As this kind of warming trend continues, this occasional jump up in our temperature across North Georgia and Metro Atlanta. So get ready, already hot, but it is going to get hotter across not just much of North Georgia, but much of the Southeast, even the East Coast. Big I-95 cities, D.C., Baltimore, New York City, Boston, they are bracing for a taste of the big heat as we get into next week. Kind of starts here but builds north and eastward as we get into next week. Hour-by-hour forecast. Overnight tonight, temperatures slow to cool, but they do cool. I think by 9 p.m., next 45 minutes to an hour or so. Most of our thermometers cooler than 90, though some hanging on to the big 90 there for just a little bit longer. By midnight, lower 80s, 3 a.m., upper 70s, and that's 76 degrees you see at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's our low temperature forecast for tomorrow. Interesting thing about that number, tomorrow's low, if it's 76, it will tie the warmest overnight low temperature for tomorrow's date, June 15th, in recorded history for the city of Atlanta. So at no other point, at least in recorded history, has the morning low temperature been that warm. We're going for 76, could be 75, could be 77. We'll just have to see how it goes, but just really showing you just how warm this weather is. And part of the reason why we're so warm in the city of Atlanta, we have so much pavement. It was very sunny, very hot this afternoon, and pavement like a rock. It's going to hang on to a lot of that heat, and it just doesn't escape as easily back up into space. So more rural areas, outside the perimeter, more trees, more grass, surfaces that don't hang on to the heat. It'll be a little cooler. For example, Carrollton, 72, Eatonton, 72, 71 down in Upson County, Thomaston, Griffin in the lower 70s, Helen and Ellijay, a little cooler. But even our mountain communities, upper 60s, so kind of a mild start up there, and I'd call it a warm start as far as mornings go for the rest of North Georgia and Metro Atlanta. Maybe getting coffee with Dad tomorrow before the big Dad's Day on Sunday. We'll call it cooler, even though we just talked about how that's record warm for a low temperature tomorrow morning. Now, if you're sleeping in and you're going to get coffee, get your walk in 9:30, 10:30, we're not going to be 76. We're going to be more like 84, 85. So it's a quick warm-up tomorrow morning. Do keep that in mind. Now, a great evening for the pool. If you're out this evening, not too bad. It'll be nice. Of course, the sun's about to set, but hey, it's summertime. A lot of times kiddos are out there till 9, 10 o'clock, right? As we get out to tomorrow afternoon, we will bring that risk of some thunder and some lightning in the first alert forecast, along with high temperatures, unseasonably hot, nearing those records once again. For example, normal high temperature is 87. We're going 97 tomorrow. Initially, we're going 98, peeled back 1 degree. Keeping an eye on it. We will get very close to that record and can't rule out tying or breaking that record high temperature and, again, that low temperature for tomorrow. 88 up in Helen, 91 LJ. So if you're looking to escape the heat and feel lower humidity, just nicer weather in general, mountain communities, the best bet. Fannin County, Blue Ridge, LJ over to Helen, Dahlonega even, Lumpkin County, kind of in the foothills, a little lower elevation, but still a little bit cooler. Probably about 91, 92, not 97 that the city of Atlanta's forecast to feel, 96 in LaGrange, 95 down in Thomaston. So no matter where you're watching from in North Georgia, it is going to be a toasty day tomorrow with even warmer feeling weather on the way as we get into tomorrow afternoon and Sunday afternoon. I think by Sunday, the actual high temperature may come down a bit, but you add in a little more moisture, that greater humidity, and it will feel even hotter across North Georgia metro Atlanta, especially south of I-20. Air quality alert again tomorrow, code orange. What does that mean? Well, high pressure, that's sinking air. It's kind of squashing down on our clouds. Yeah, they'll build up a little bit more so tomorrow, but squashing down on our clouds, sending temperature soaring. That's what happens when the air is forced downward. And also that forcing down traps a lot of the pollutants. You know, it's a major metropolitan area. We have cars, buses, so many things that emit pollutants, that ozone. And that will become trapped just a little bit closer to the surface, making it more difficult for those with COPD and asthma to get outside, enjoy their day, and still have great oxygen levels and normal breathing. You'd be prone to wheezing and other symptoms like that, potentially if you go outside during the hottest time of the day tomorrow afternoon into early evening, if you do suffer from those ailments, if you're a member of one of these more sensitive groups. Looking ahead to Sunday, Atlanta Streets Alive, a brilliant event in Midtown Atlanta on Peachtree Street. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous, but hot still. Kicking off at 1 p.m. on Peachtree in Midtown. We're going to bring in that chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms as we get into the afternoon. So it will not be completely dry on Sunday, nor will it be completely dry on Saturday. There will be a few showers and thunderstorms around. The plus side to that, your garden probably needs some water at this point, and that quick round of rain has the potential to cool you down just a bit. Won't last long, and as soon as that sun comes back out, it's going to be muggy. However, a brief cool down where rain does occur. Forecast radar, kind of bringing it back to the big picture here. Across the metro, North Georgia, notice how we're dry and mostly clear through late morning, I should say. Into early afternoon, we start to see changes. Clouds bubble up, and there are our spotty showers and thunderstorms. I think if you're up in Blairsville, Dawsonville, over to Blue Ridge, over to Clayton, Rabun County, Lake Burton, Lake Rabun, those areas, Clay County, North Carolina, basically our higher elevations, most likely to be mostly sunny and completely rain-free. You get further south, North Metro, City of Atlanta, on southward and south of I-20, a little bit more moisture to work with, and as we heat up, a couple showers and thunderstorms very likely to develop, especially during the daytime hours. Now, as we get into Sunday, once again, starting dry, mostly sunny, but as we get into the afternoon, isolated to widely scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms will be popping up. So it's not completely dry, but it is a mostly dry day, we'll call it. I don't think it's a huge hindrance to outdoor plans, but if you do have plans tomorrow or Sunday, even Monday, good day to have the First Alert Weather app, free and easy download. Just search Atlanta News First or First Alert Weather in your app or Google Play Store. And the good news, you can simply just make sure that your lightning and precipitation alerts are turned on, and then you will be alerted to showers and thunderstorms approaching your plans, perhaps even before the cloud moves in, before the sun gets blocked out, before you hear that first rumble of thunder. First Alert Weather app is a easy-to-use tool and it is a free download. Again, I even have it on my phone. The home screen looks like that, and to turn your certain settings on, again, we're just going to do this live and give you the quick and easy way to do this. Upper right-hand corner, should move my finger over right about there. Looks like 3 sheets of paper, horizontal lines. That's a menu option, which will get you deeper into the menu. And you just click on location, just set it to follow me. That's what I have mine at. So if I run an errand across the metro, it knows exactly where I am and what storms might be approaching me. And then beyond that, you simply go to settings and then hit weather notification types. And you can turn on those precipitation and those lightning alerts, again, getting that alert from the First Alert Weather team if rain or lightning happens to be approaching your plans. Because it's going to be a great day to get outside and hit the pool, the lake. Now, if you're working outside, you're working construction, you have yard work to do, it's hot. It's abnormally hot. It's June, it's Georgia, it's always warm to hot, but abnormally hot tomorrow, so we just wanted to highlight those days. First Alert Weather days, give you that extra heads up that, hey, it's going to be a little unusually hot, so let's consider how our plans factor into the weather for Saturday and Sunday. So strenuous outdoor activity, whether you're into exercising and it's a long run or maybe intense yard work you have to do, getting ready for dad on Sunday, go ahead and just move that up a little earlier in the day. Wait till about this time tomorrow evening. It's still light outside at 8:18. You can certainly get the yard work in, and it's cooler, about 3, 4, 5 degrees cooler than it was earlier this afternoon. Similar trend tomorrow. As we get into Monday, keeping the same general pattern, partly cloudy, we do have high temperatures back in the lower 90s through the duration of that 7-day forecast. So it's going to remain hot and increasingly muggy, but we're going to take the edge off the heat, peel back temperatures just a few degrees, and that will make a little bit of a difference. I want to remind you, First Alert meteorologist Patrick Pete is back on here in just a little bit on Atlanta News First on Peachtree TV, Atlanta CW affiliate, starting at 10 p.m. with your latest First Alert forecast. He'll be recording a video to put in the First Alert weather app as well, same place I just showed you on my phone with the latest forecast details, and then he'll be back on for the late news tonight, Atlanta News First on WANF. Wishing you a wonderful evening, a great weekend. Hopefully dads are out there having fun. And just a reminder, stay cool, stay hydrated. Make sure that you do have a way to duck out of the heat. If you do have to get outside, you have to work in this hot weather. Have a plan. Have that extra water, and you'll be good to go. Again, we're keeping an eye on your forecast. Patrick Pete has an update coming up here in just a bit.